It doesn't have the full spectrum of light. It vibrates. You don't see it, but it vibrates. Many things around us vibrate. You know, you watch TV, and you see the picture. It's nice. It flows into one picture into the other. However, it's something like this. It keeps moving. Now, where do you see that? You know, in the evening news, when they walk into a computer room, and those lines keep going on the computer screens. What the hell is that? Well, just one camera picks up the other, and picks up those lines that your eyes don't pick up. So it's just fast moving, kind of like when you draw a picture and you watch how it moves. Now your eyes don't really pick it up, but anyway, all of these are vibrating. I believe that there will be no ping pong or table tennis championships under fluorescent light. That's one of the reasons, fast reflexes and so on. But anyway, it does change your energy. Now, if you have stronger electromagnetic fields around you, even stronger than that, it will influence you even more. Television screen, computer screen, other electronic devices around you, power lines, or even worse. We learned it in physics many years ago. You know, if there's electricity flowing through a wire, there's an electromagnetic field around it. It can be measured. It's nothing new. Now, the higher the power, the wider the field. So it will influence you. There were several studies done on that. You know, high power lines, nothing grows under it, or nothing grows right under it. So your goal is to stay away from those high influence. What else is there?
Negativity.
Define that.
Watching violence, seeing war
That's true.
scenes.
Okay. So
Being around negative people.
being around negative people. So other people, one way or another, through TV or directly, right? I'm not pointing at you.
Well, you know what I'm saying? I see the eyes keep going over here. He's looking at me.
So we talked about it, how you have those negative people that just drain your energy. Well, what do you do? What do you do if you can't run away?
Protect yourself.
Yeah, well, how? You take sword with you.
Well, you can take a golden white light. I do a zip up the central meridian and lock it so the energy doesn't come into my field.
So we have some mental or spiritual ways of doing that. Or you can do like my aunt. She's a genius in turning people around. You can come up with a negative story, and she'll find something positive on it, or in it, and just change the direction. She has a friend who always complains. We all have them, right? She said, oh my God, my car broke down. I was under this tree for 3 hours waiting for AAA, and she just wanted to go on. And my aunt jumps in. How lucky you are! You were under the tree. Imagine if you were out in the sun all day. But and then you had AAA. I mean, that's great. That's awesome. So they fix your car or towed you away or something. Imagine if you were somewhere stuck in Africa and then there's no AAA. And she went on, and there's nothing else to say. So just turn it around. So remember this, because we'll talk about our own influence. So nobody mentioned the biggest influence on your energy field,
Yourself.
which is yourself. Yeah. You can look at a glass half full or half empty. We can all do that. I love a story. I told my kids, and I usually tell that in the seminar, and they keep coming back with that same story now to each other. Two guys are just watching the rain, looking out the window. And one of them goes, oh, crap, man, this weather. Oh, I can't play golf today. I can't get out. Just, it stinks. So the other guy looks out. Oh, great, I don't have to water the lawn. It's a perfect day. I can finally pick up that book that I kept aside. I was waiting and so on. So it's a great day. So now we have two different views of the same weather, right? We have a negative, very negative view and a positive view. Did either one of them change the weather?
No.
No. So might as well go with it and try to find the positive, a little bit of yang and that yin. And all of a sudden, everything will become positive. Your energy will grow. Because these guys, they never change the weather, but one will have a bad day and the other one will have a perfect day. So might as well look at everything from a positive view. You will find something positive in every situation. Now, you may not find it right away. There are some things, you know, some things that are tragical. Somebody dies. You know, it's hard to find something positive in it. But throughout years, yep, I mean, I'm sure you have all lost a loved one, right? All of a sudden your energy went down. Well, I'll explain that too. But, you may have found something positive in it, but not right away. It takes years. But the notion that there is something positive will actually raise your energy right away. You just have to think of it that way. So there's a lot to learn. I mean, our brains are so underdeveloped, really, and we don't really use them much. You know, they claim that we use 10% of our brain capacity, and we pretty much drink away half of it, or do something bad to it, and then add the negative thoughts, negative thinking, so it's a waste. But you can always find the positive way and go with it. So I will demonstrate that to you also, and so when we learn how to see the energy, and we'll turn it around in a nice and then positive way. Do you have any questions so far? Okay, you can jump in anytime when I take a deep breath. All my lectures are different. I don't have any notes with me. Once in a while I pick up the book, but it's more like advertisement.
And I know what it's for.
Right. But we always meet our goal. The ending is always the same. We all learn about the energy, just going from a different way, different points, and that also makes my brain work a little bit harder, and it's never boring. So I don't just go from one lecture to the next and say the same thing all the time. That would probably lower my energy, I guess. Okay. So let's relax and let's try to feel the energy first before we go on. Yeah, put your feet down. Lift your hands up as if you were holding a basketball-sized ball. Make sure that your arms are not resting on that armrest. They're kind of free. Relax for a moment. Okay, let me just, well, you have all kinds of different balls in there. Let's go this way.
They're made for us.
All right. Just extend your arms. Okay. Now drop your hands. Relax them all the way. Now lift them up this far. Okay. Do you feel that tension up here?
Yeah.
Okay, that's how much tension you need to feel that ball. Okay? Make sure your fingers are spread out, open. So you're literally relaxed, but there is a tiny little tension holding your hands back like that. Okay, so hold the ball now. Okay. When you think you have it, give it a little squeeze. Press your palms closer by an inch, and then let them back. And again, about an inch, and let them back. And then you can start going a little bit faster, back and forth. What do you feel?
Whoa.
Whoa, exactly.
Feel vibration.
Feel if
I feel like
there's a little
magnet.
resistance.
Yeah.
Have you ever played with magnets? That's exactly what you're playing with right now. Your hands are like magnets. Okay? So if you loosen up, you can do this bouncing back and forth. You will feel that resistance if there really was a wall. And as slowly as you do that, get closer and closer and closer. Those layers that I mentioned before that we really don't need to pay attention